let's get on with our first 10 minutes. So from the top of your mat, we're just going to get moving a little bit. Usual rules, you know, not we don't tolerate pain, we get curious about niggles. So in Tadasana, in that mountain pose, I'll stand facing here, but you stand there. And I want you for this 10-minute session is to get a connection of tilting the pelvis down to lift the tummy. Some tilt here to be able to get a deep lift here. Okay. And Tadasana, Urdhva Hastasana. That's it. And then all the way down for our Uttanasana, our forward bend stand. You can bend the knees a little if it helps. And then hands to legs straight back, collarbones wide, and then exhale down again. And let's just become familiar with that. Up tall. And Tadasana. And Urdhva Hastasana. Swan dive into forward bend. Uttanasana. That's it. And then bend the knees. Come up into chair. Utkatasana, sitting back into the heels. Tummy lifting. Urdhva Hastasana. Tadasana. Change. And dive. And halfway up. And all the way down again. Bend your knees. Chair. And up. Tadasana. And again. It's kind of good to be able to do this to the point where you've sort of lost count. And chair. And up. Keep going. I just move to the right spot. Up. Swan dive. Halfway. All the way in. And hands. Downward dog. Long one. Long downward dog. And back foot turns in. Front foot and leg all the way out. Up into triangle. Top shoulder lifting. That's it. So there's a rotation. And up. In line-ish. Downward dog. You can do long arm chaturanga or come into the full pose. Just look out for living room furnishings. Downward dog. Trikonasana, opposite side. So opposite foot is the back one. Step forwards. Triangle. Getting that rotation. Or that with the hand. Downward dog. Pause for a couple of breaths. And step forwards. Uttanasana. Chair. Urdhva Hastasana. Tadasana again. And up. And swan dive. And halfway straight back. Exhale down again. Downward dog. We're going to do warrior two on this turnabout. Okay, so back leg a little bit wider. This time bent front leg, and see if you can get the legs in a good position and then come up. Trunk straight, rotating to face the long edge of the mat. Lengthening here, working this knee back and this hip also back. Downward dog. Chaturanga. Downward dog. And the opposite side, and just going to go in again on the same side and set the legs. Come up. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. And drop. And to the floor. Downward dog. 4 breaths. And forwards. Uttanasana, straight or bent leg. Bend your knees, weight in the heels. Utkatasana. Urdhva Hastasana. And again. Halfway. All the way in. Downward dog. And back for Trikonasana. Back leg. Front leg. Trikonasana is triangle. And as you come up, straighten in this leg, lift this shoulder. And then try and find tilt, tummy. And downward dog, chaturanga, downward dog, opposite side, triangle. I'm going to do the same, just so I don't have to show you my back again. Downward dog. 6 breaths. Explore the pose. You can do the walking the dog if it helps. Shoulders are down from the ears. Armpit areas opening as if the inner armpits could face the floor. Face the mat. And then come out. As before, Uttanasana. Chair. Urdhva. And Tadasana. Back into mountain pose. Tilt, tummy, there we go, and relax. Prasarita Padottanasana, which is a wide legged forward bend. Did you get that? A wide legged forward bend. And I want you to have your hands reasonably high and about shoulder width apart. Tummy lifting, tailbone down, wide apart, toes either front or turned slightly in. Exhale, everything forwards, bending from the hip. And if you get to a point where you're starting to collapse to go any further forwards, that's too far. Straight back and wherever your hands need to be able to, so you're not struggling to reach something that's too far. You're staying strong, using the strong spinal muscles. And let those heels go further away. Tummy lifting. Outside edges of my feet are pressing down. If that's used your maximum, you can stay there. If you've got a little bit further to go, you can step the hands back with or without support to an imaginary line, instep to instep. I'm still using the bricks. And then exhale, forwards and down. And ideally, you know, it's easier once you've got your head stabilized to be able to lift the shoulders away. You know, find that Tadasana in the pose. Straight back, feet in a little or a lot, whatever works for you. Hands to your hips, straight back, tummy lifting all the way out. Back to Tadasana. Let's just check our time because we're close. I didn't time my waffle at the start. Oh yes, I know what we're finishing on. Same pose, with a bigger lift in the center, so feet wide apart. And instead of hands down to the blocks, I want you to bring one hand into the center and lift from that hand to this shoulder. Corkscrew. And then coming forwards again, lengthen the sternum, and then the opposite hand, lift it up. Oh, we don't expect it to be the same on both sides. My body is less willing to go, feels less willing to go this way. Okay, and hands. And then bring the feet in as before. Hands straight back, tummy lifting, come all the way out and back to Tadasana and Namaste. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.